Hi, welcome to the salon. I'm Anna. How can I help you? Okay, you want your brows done? That's fine. I can help you with that if that's fine. Okay, yeah. Do you have an appointment already? It's fine if you don't, because obviously I'm free. But if you do, I don't have to ask you a bunch of tedious questions and everything. Otherwise, I need to write you down in my appointment book here. Okay, that's fine that you don't. Where's my pen? Okay, so I have my cute little pen. Isn't it so cute? It's got all these colors. I'm going to use pink. Okay. Oh, it wasn't working earlier. Now it's working. Okay. Can I have your name, please? That's spelled. Yeah, I mean, even the most standard names sometimes get spelled weirdly. Like people always think that Anna is spelled with 2 N's when it's spelled with 1 N. I understand, yeah. Okay. In today's date, I don't need you to tell me that. Sorry, let me just write that down in your appointment slot. Okay. And that's 32. And I'm just going to leave a big slot for you. It should not take like an hour, but just in case so that there's no rush. Can I have your phone number, please? And that's the area code. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people don't have local area codes, like I don't, so I always start to tell people what my phone number is, and then they're like, they assume that I have the local area code, and then they think that my actual area code is like the first 3 after the area code, and it's just annoying, so I never assume someone's area code. I know, that was unnecessary. Anyway, do you have an email I can take? And that's the numeral, not spelled out, right? And that's at Gmail? Sounds great. And, okay, so your profile, let me just explain really quickly. The primary purpose of your profile is so that when you come back, we can look you up and have notes on you that you would like to be in there, like normal salon notes. So when I do your brows, for example, I'm going to use my eyebrow color palettes to pick the perfect color for your brows. And once we find it, I can write it down in your profile so that we don't have to keep experimenting with colors and everything. It'll just be like, color G6 or whatever. However, if you would like, I can also sign you up for text and or email alerts. You can have both or neither. Sorry, my pen. You can have both or neither or one or the other. And basically, yeah. So basically we have deals fairly regularly. Not like constantly, we won't be just spamming the hell out of you. But we have deals, and there'll be things like $10 haircuts and stuff. Just like normal haircuts, but $10. So if you'd like that, I can write you down for text or email alerts or both. Which one would you like, or both? No, that's fine. If you get annoyed with them, there is an unsubscribe button, and there is the ability to just respond stop to texts. If you do that, then you will get a confirmation text saying you have ended your text alerts. That will be the last email, or the last text you get from us, I promise. We won't be like still texting. I don't understand how things just don't cancel the text. It's really annoying. And I went to this really terrible dentist, actually, and they're being straight up sued because they just like kept texting people after they said stop texting. I don't know. It's weird. We won't do that, basically, is the whole point. Okay, so you want your brows done, and do you know what you want exactly? Okay, so right now I don't have the ability to do anything like fairly permanent, like microshooting or microblading. Someone else in the salon might be able to do that for you at some point, but right now we're sort of not able to at this moment, and that would probably be a thing to make an actual appointment for. Is that what you're looking for? No, okay. So then otherwise, what we can do is I can measure out your brows, unless you already have an brow shape. Do you have something, or do you want me to just do what's best for your face shape? Okay, then we'll measure out your face shape and I will clean up your brows. I'll tweezer wax. Okay, I'll tweeze your brows and make them nice and shapely and, sexy brows. And just do a little bit of shaving here because everyone just got some extra hair in the middle and everything like that. All the basic stuff. And you can just do that. If you want them filled in, like if you're going somewhere tonight and you want super duper temporary fill, like eyebrow fill in, then I can just fill it in with basic makeup. However, just so you know, that will last basically the night, assuming you wash your face, which you should at the end of the night. So once you put on, once you wash your face in any way, once you put on any kind of lotion or soap or oil or Vaseline, anything, it will wipe away, okay, tonight or in the morning, whenever. However, I also have a semi-permanent dye that will last a couple of weeks. So if you want that, then unless you literally scrub your brows off, it won't come off. It'll just sort of fade gracefully away, and you can always come back to have them refilled or not. Now, if you're not sure, the other option we have, if you do want them filled but you aren't sure how permanent you want it to be, is that we can, or I don't know why I'm using the royal we for myself, but I can fill it with a temporary coloring. You can take a look, see if you like the color, see if you like the style, see how you feel, and if you do like it and you want semi-permanent dye, I will just wipe that off, the temporary coloring, and I'll fill it with semi-permanent dye. And that will just be the cost of a normal semi-permanent dye. It doesn't cost a temporary dye and a semi-permanent dye or anything. I would rather, to me, your satisfaction is of the utmost importance, and I would much rather you test it and see if that's what you like than walk around with brows you don't like for 4 weeks. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds great. Let's get started then. Let me put my book. Okay. So first things first, I'm just gonna clean my hands. Just because I've been touching stuff. Do you want some hand sanitizer? Yeah. You can never sanitize your hands too much. So, first thing we're going to do is wipe your face down to make sure there aren't any excess oils or anything, just with a little cotton pad. Are you allergic to anything topical? Something I might be putting on your face? Any lotions? Do you really despise any scents in particular that I could potentially use? I try to use mostly unscented products, but who knows, No? Lotions, dyes? Okay. So I'm just gonna use this spray. I'm just gonna wipe down your brows and just your whole face. I can just wipe down your whole face and make sure you're nice and clean. It's good for your skin. So, where are you from? Oh, that's cool. That's great. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know that I seem like a complete airhead. There's been so much going on around here lately, so much drama. There's always drama around here, but I feel like it's just been busy, just over the top lately, so much stuff. Which I can tell you if you want to hear. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess you wouldn't know what happened with Melanie because you don't know who that is because you've never been here before, right? Okay. How did you hear about us, by the way? Oh, really? She's great. I love her. She's one of my customers. To be clear, I never gossip about my customers. We're a team, okay? So, her, never gonna gossip about her. You, never gonna gossip about you. Don't worry. I'm gonna gossip about some other people, though. Okay, your eyes are wiped down. First thing we're gonna do is measure out your brows, okay? And then I'll tell you what happened with Melanie. So what I'm going to do is just take a straight edge. In this case, it's going to be just an eyeliner pencil, and I have another brown eyeliner pencil that will wipe off very easily when I use it, which I'm going to use to mark where I should be filling and plucking and stuff, okay? So basically what we do is we're going to use the corner of your nose, go up through the edge of your eye, and that's going to be where your brow should start. And I'm going to mark that on each side, okay? We're going to have you look straight forward, go from the edge of your nose right through your pupil, and mark off where your arch should be, okay? Like the height of your arch, the peak. And finally, we're going to measure from the outside of your nose to the the edge of your nose to the outside of your eye, and mark where your brow roughly should end. Okay? Do you know what kind of like arch you want? Something sort of sharper, something like more rounded, flatter, like is like a minimal arch? Okay, I would say that I think you would look good with a sort of like a light like a light sharp brow. Like nothing dramatic, but something that's just like a little bit sharp, not too round, okay? What do you think? Yeah? Okay. I'm also, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to sanitize these as well, because I was just touching myself with them. Yeah, so I'm just going to wipe down this one because it's going to be touching your face, and I'm going to actually sharpen this one as well so that it's a clean tip, okay? Yeah, so Melanie, she's just a girl who comes in here regularly, right? So her and her girlfriend have been together like literally forever, like a whole year or something. So obviously she was like, it's time to like, you know, move to the next step. So Melanie, poor girl, you never met her. I can guarantee that you'll know who she is if she walks in, because she's gonna look really sad. She plans a romantic getaway with her girl, and everything is great. They go to like mountains and stuff. I've seen pictures of the place. It's gorgeous. They go to mountains and stuff and go on this beautiful hike. And Melanie, you know, does the whole thing. She gets on her like knee and says, I love you, and like, will you be my wife, etc. And the girl is so excited. Her girlfriend, whatever her name is super excited and totally down to get married until she sees the ring. It's like so tragic. That's just the end, okay? Yeah, so it's super tragic. So she sees the ring and she's like, is this like a placeholder or something? And Melanie's like, no, I thought that you would really like this. And she's like, I do, but it seems kind of cheap. Is this even like a real diamond or anything? And Melanie's like, oh, of course it's not a real diamond. Real diamonds are terrible. Why would I get that? You know, like, people die for those. And the girlfriend's like, well, you could get one of the ones that's like the ones that people don't die for. And Melanie's like, the lab diamonds are like more perfect. And the girl was just not having it. And she just didn't like the ring because it wasn't a real diamond. And Melanie was so crushed because she worked so hard to pick out the perfect ring for this girl. Did not go well. So now Melanie is crushed. She's walking around. She's coming and getting like, you know, her hair, like getting, you know, a makeover and getting her hair cut and stuff. So it's like, are they broken up? Because like she kind of seems like she's getting a breakup makeover. But at the same time, we think that she's going to cave and get the girl a better ring. Okay, so that looks about right. First things first, I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little shave in the middle here, okay? And I'm just going to use this little cream to, you know, use as basically shaving cream. And then after that, I'm just going to trim your brows with scissors to get rid of sort of the bushier bits. Not that your eyebrows are bushy, or even that that's bad. Bushy brows can, like, they're nice. Like, robust brows are totally it right now. And I hope they remain it, but, you know. Just give you a little trim. So, yeah, poor Melanie. You would definitely know who she is, because, like, she looks pretty crushed. She looks great, though, like her hair and stuff, so that's nice. So I have this brand new razor that I'm just going to use just for you. It's going to go in the trash afterwards. Okay? So that's been on my mind a lot. Poor Melanie. There's another girl who had some, like, wedding drama too, where, like, her and her her husband now, like, that was fine. Her and her husband got married, and they're great. She didn't throw a fit about the fucking ring, and he didn't, you know, do something terrible. This is not like a, you know, he slept with one of the bridesmaids or anything kind of story. Where are my scissors? Okay. Wasn't like he slept with a bridesmaid kind of story or anything. But the mother-in-law, his mom, is just not about their union. So, and she's just super jealous of the girl. The girl's name is Sarah. She comes in too often. And she's gorgeous. And her dress was gorgeous, and she looked gorgeous for her wedding. But the mother-in-law was, like, weirdly jealous, as sometimes they can be. And shows up in this, like, white dress. Like a sparkly white dress, like gorgeous, like sleek, totally trying to upstage the bride kind of thing. And what happened was epic. There's never been such an amazing thing before. Which is that bride, Sarah, was obviously distraught. Where's my little... Okay, I'm just gonna brush off the hair that's fallen out and whatever, and get it off your face and everything, okay? Sarah was obviously distraught. And her little sister, who's, like, literally, like, 5 or 6, was like, that seems really mean that she wore a really pretty dress on your day. And Sarah was like, yeah, but that's just how it is. I'll accept it. It's fine. His sister was not having it. This 5-year-old, little girl, like kindergartner, goes up to the mother-in-law with her little grape juice and trips and spills the grape juice, oops, all over the mother-in-law. Yep, soaks her pure white dress in grape juice, like dark purple grape juice, and the little girl's like playing. What an actress, what a legend. It's like, oh no, I'm so sorry, I was just trying to go play with my friends. Yeah, this little girl. I can only dream of having such a child in my life. Needless to say, that made the story even better, like the whole thing even better for Sarah in a lot of ways. Mother-in-law's going to be very unhappy for a long time, but don't wear a white dress to someone else's wedding. What the hell is wrong with you? Okay. Got your brows mapped out, and the next thing to do is tweezing. Have you had this done before? Yeah. So it's not going to hurt too much. Would you like some kind of numbing stuff? Yeah, I understand. I'm going to use another cotton pad in that case. So I've got another one of these. And I actually have this liquid lidocaine topical liquid. So this stuff is really going to definitely numb you up, okay? So I'm just going to rub that right on your brows. We're going to wait a little over a minute, maybe at most, okay? Okay. You should feel nothing after that. Yeah, no, that girl is great. I always love having new customers because I always love having new people to tell all this stuff to. Like, this is new. This has been on my mind all the time because, like, Sarah has come in sort of glowing because now she's, like, back from her honeymoon and is all, like, you know, happy and has her husband and stuff, and her mother-in-law is super pissed, but she is extremely excited about it. And then you have Melanie coming in here, like, breaking into tears all the time talking about her girlfriend not liking her ring. Oh my god. But there are old stories too. Is that okay? Does it not feel, it doesn't burn or anything, right? No. Okay, in that case, while we wait, is there anything you want? Do you want me to moisturize your hands or something with all kinds of lotions? Got this like honeysuckle lotion, which is one of my favorites. It smells so good. I also have a coconut jasmine essential oil mix, basically, which my other favorite. I actually think honeysuckle and jasmine smell very similar. I have this goat's milk and chai rose extract cream, if you'd like some of that on your hands. A little cocoa butter. And, oh, where is it? Oh, it's so cute. It's a little violet moisture balm hand cream. It's got this adorable girl on it. I love her. Yeah. So, yes, want some lotion? Oops. Want some lotion or something? As soon as that lotion is on your hands, your brows will probably be ready to go. Okay, which one do you... I also have this Vaseline, totally unscented. So which one do you want? Okay. So if you want to give me your hands. Ooh, okay. So what kind... Yeah. So what do you want to hear? What kind of thing do you want to hear? Because there's some, like, messy stuff that's going on. Okay. The messiest story I've heard. There are two that are pretty bad. Here. The worst one that I know of. There's this girl, well, this woman, who was married. And her husband mysteriously died. She's, like, young. Like, super young. Her husband just died. And... died around the time that she met, like, some politician, okay? Like, this is crazy. This bitch is crazy, okay? Sorry. Do you mind, actually, if I push your hair back before I start, like, plucking your hair and accidentally pluck out, like, I don't want to pluck out any fallout from your forehead? And you can have a scrunchie, any scrunchie you want. I have a ton of them, like a cajillion scrunchies, see? Any color you want. Okay, what color? Yeah. Turns out you can get 60 scrunchies on Amazon for like $5. Obviously, I have a little pink one in here. So I'm just gonna brush back your hair a little bit. Yeah, so this girl, she, like, her husband mysteriously dies just as soon as this politician sort of comes into her life. And, like, they definitely have an affair for a while. The guy is, like, totally really into her. And she gets knocked up by him. So she gets knocked up by him. He's married. His wife does not die of under mysterious circumstances. He's married. He's got, like, a girl. And children as well. Already has kids. Okay, so can I pluck one brow hair to see if it is numb? Yeah? Yeah. Nice and numb, right? Okay. I'm just gonna start on the edge and work out. Okay? Oops. Yeah. So she gets knocked up by this fucking politician who already has kids and a wife in a different country. So she comes to visit him and stuff, and he's, like, not acknowledging his bastard son. She names the son after him. There's, like, no question about paternity. It's really messy. It gets messier, though. This girl is, like, a black widow, so politician who she's not married to, who has a wife and children already and has this bastard son by her, gets killed under mysterious circumstances as well. Okay, they're not mysterious at all. It was extremely violent and terrible. He dies, basically. That's all that matters. Her other lover dies. Eventually, though, she returns to her country because, like, shit's going down. She doesn't want to be associated with this politician anymore. No one, it's not, you know. So she's back in her country. I don't know why she returned. She went back with her son. She gets involved with, like, one of his friends who is going to her country, and that's really messy. Like, she's not even supposed to be that pretty, actually. Just, like, really alluring weirdly. Just, like, one of those people, you know? They get involved. She has his twins. So now she's got, like, a baby, a son, an older son by this, like, politician who's now dead. She has this other dead husband. She's had some other mix of, like, sketchy lovers and stuff like that. And then she marries or gets with, I don't know, one of his friends and has twins, a boy and a girl. Maybe another kid, I don't remember. This was told to me. This is like a girl who works here has this friend who comes here sometimes who has a friend who told us this. So, I'm a little sketched out on the details, but I'm pretty sure it's completely true. So they have twins. Boy and a girl. And the guy is also like a politician. She's also involved in politics. They both died too. Long story short, basically, the kids get taken into custody by like the first lover, the first politician's like nephew or son or like something like that. But yeah, super fucking messy. Like this bitch was all over the place. Like these guys were super messy too. Like they both had wives. At least one of them had kids. Probably the other one. I don't know. I don't know if he had kids. He just left her straight up, though. Whew. These guys were a class act. She's a class act. Her kids are supposed to be pretty cool, though, I think. Probably. But they had to move to the other country and get raised by some, like, random guy who's also in politics, and hopefully he doesn't, like, do something that gets him killed. Yeah. So, that is the messiest story I know of. There are all kinds of details in that story. Okay. So, if you want to look over here, let me know if that looks good. Or if you want me to take anything else off, I can sharpen your arch a little bit if that's what you'd like. A little bit. Remember that you don't need them to match exactly, okay? You just need them to look similar. Your brows don't say like, what? Sisters not twins or sisters not identical? I don't know. They just don't have to be that similar. Yeah. But that was quite a story. We were following that epic for like forever. Like, constantly new details were coming out. Like, she learned about this after the first guy for a while. She learned about it, I think, when the other guy came around, the guy who had twins with her and stuff. It was just like a wreck. Okay. So that looks good to you? I'm just going to brush down your face again with this brush. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to fill in your brows. With a color from here, probably. We've got all these colors. We have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different colors here. Obviously, we won't be using like this one because it's sort of pink. This one's kind of greenish, but we'll be using that. We have 12 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, so we have 18 total to pick from. The thing is, like, your brows are almost always darker than your hair. My best friend from high school is like extraordinarily blonde, like so blonde. And someone just kept bothering her the whole time in high school, insisting that she must be dyeing her hair because her brows were pretty brown. And I was like, spend the night at this girl's house like every day, basically. Her brow, like she does not dye her hair, that would be impressive. Okay. I'm gonna try this one. I'm just gonna use this little, like, soft brush. Oh, no. I should brush over your brows with this little spoolie to make sure that they're nice and shaped well, I guess. So. And speaking of drama, that girl's, we used to spend every like night together in the summer. Like, literally every night. It's just lived at her house. God bless her parents, seriously. I love them, and they were great. But her boyfriend at the time was convinced that we were, like, cheating on him together. Which was the weirdest thing I'd ever heard. Which, like, first of all, if you think your, like, lovely girlfriend is cheating on you with her, like, freshman best friend, because she's, like, 2 years older than me, with her, like, freshman best friend, you need to step it up as a boyfriend. But also, what? You've seen these 2 girls who are just hanging out or cheating? That's insane. Oh my god. Definitely was not a thing. I love her, but not like that. She's like my dear sister. I'm gonna try this color, and I'm just gonna use this, and then I might wipe it off just because I'm seeing if it looks good to you. Yeah, the one thing in the world how's it look to you? That looks okay? Yeah, I think so too. Well, maybe a shade darker. Maybe I'll mix this with the next shade darker. This is the other brow so you can see and compare, okay? Yeah, anyway. The one thing I cannot do in this entire world is, like, jealous people. It's, like, the worst. Okay, which one do you like, darker or the little lighter one? We'll go a little darker, I agree. Let me just get those both cleaned off a little bit. Yeah, he sucked though. Okay, so I'm just going to put this away, this crappy brush. I'm going to use this other brush. As you can see, it's wrapped, it's new, it's going to be nice and clean, okay? If we do use the semi-permanent dye, I will use the same brush for you, but no one else has used this, okay? Okay. Yeah, so it's like nice and sharp because I want to go draw hairs. You don't want it to be just blocked out. No, I'm like not like involved in drama a lot. I just collect it from afar. I was in theater in high school, and oh my god, they call them drama kids for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. That's something that I would never recommend to someone. Like, if you want to be a drama kid, don't do it. If you want to be in like theater and stuff, it sucks, don't do it. get some friends, go home and watch Vampires like together with you guys and just like stay out of that messy shit. That's my recommendation. Okay. How is that looking? That's one brow basically done, right? Sorry, I'm just concentrating. I really want to make sure your brows are nice, obviously. This is of the utmost importance. The nice thing about brow care is it applies to everyone, you know, like naturally styled, filled in nice brows work for literally everyone. And, you know, I know there are some girls who sort of want to be like, not like the other girls, and they don't want to wear too much makeup. There are guys who don't want to wear makeup, even though you could if you're a guy, that's fine. And brows just are fine no matter what, especially if you have someone do them really well. Okay, let me just see. Do you mind if I just take off a little bit more? Dope. Did your brush go somewhere? I set it on the table over here. Here it is. Okay. Just a little bit more. Yeah. I think that's looking pretty good. So, just to brush off excess. Yeah. I don't know. There are all these people, they're just like nuts. Just gonna go over it. I have this like translucent powder that's just gonna sort of set that so it looks right. Okay, like, that looks really good, I think. What do you think? Do you want to be done with that, or do you want me to fill them in with, like, the semi-permanent stuff? It won't take very long if that's what you'd like. Okay, yeah, let me just wipe that down. I'm going to use the same coloring, but semi-permanent. I'm just going to let you know that, like, when you look in the mirror, it's going to look, like, way darker than it's going to be after you wash your face for the first time tonight or tomorrow morning. I would recommend tonight. You should wash your face a lot. Yeah. This salon is a great source of gossip. Oh my god. There was this great example. Oh my god. So, yeah. There was a girl in here named... What was her name? It doesn't matter what her name was. There's a girl who came in here. And this was another saga where we had like several visits where we got more information. And one of the visits, the first one, she's just like, my husband, well, I'm home and I keep finding these long hairs in the shower. And her hair is basically buzzed. It's a pixie cut, super cute, but it's a pixie cut, so she doesn't have long hair. Her husband doesn't have long hair. She's finding these long, luscious locks in the shower, which is obviously, a problem. And she asks her husband, okay, I'm just going to pick the same color, and it's going to be the semi-permanent one, okay? Like I said, it's going to look much darker. So, I think this looks almost black. It's not. And it's a sort of like cream that will set in, okay? She comes in the first time, it's like, oh my god, what do I do? I'm finding these long hairs in the shower. Yes, and I didn't know what to do. We're like, did you ask your husband what the deal is? And she's like, no, I didn't. So we're like, go ask your husband what the deal is. So the next time she comes back, she's getting her nails done or whatever. And we're like, did you find out what the hairs were? And she's like, no. And they're always showing up because I clean them up and then they're still there. Which, by the way, what a jerk. Who takes a shower in someone else's bathroom when, especially if they're maybe doing some sketchy stuff, and doesn't even clean up their gross hair. I don't know. I think it's really gross, and I think it's really rude. Especially rude. Extra double rude. How does that look? Like I said, it's gonna look much darker. But in terms of the shape and everything, it looks okay. So the next time she comes in, she's like, I don't know, I asked him and he said, I have no idea. And she's off to work every day, she goes to work and comes home. He works from home or something, I think. And, okay, there we go. And she keeps coming, back, and she comes back and is like, I asked my husband again because I saw another long hair, and he was like, wow, that's really weird. And we were like, sweetie, there's another trip coming over. She's like, I just don't feel like you would do that. And I haven't seen anything else. No other clothes, no other girls' clothes or anything. No other cars, nothing. So just come home someday during the day, I guess, and see if you can find out. Otherwise, someone is living in a crawl space in your attic, and you need to call the police, because otherwise, who's leaving long hairs in your fucking shower? So she does. She plans the ambush, and she comes home in the middle of the day, when he's not expecting it. She never. Does it look okay? A little bit. Yeah, I think you're right. It's a little bit. Mm-hmm. She never comes in. She never comes home in the middle of the day. Except this day, so. She gets there. There are no extra cars. Nothing unusual. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to just spray your hair, or your, sorry, not that. I'm going to use this to spray your brows. I'm going to cover your eyes, okay? It's going to be some setting spray, and it's going to help the sort of gel soak in. And after a minute or two, we're actually going to wipe your eyebrow down a little bit just to get whatever is on top off, okay? So she's like, I came home, and the shower was running. And I come home, and my husband's coming out of the kitchen with 2 cups of tea. And she was like, oh, how nice. You knew I was coming home early. How'd you know that? And you made me tea. And he was like, oh, no. My friend is here. She was like, who? My friend, Liam or some shit. I don't know his name. I'm going to say Liam for the sake of clarity, I guess. Husband, Liam, and her. Is that good? Okay, while that dries, do you want me to do some lashes for you? I can just curl them and put some mascara on, because if I can help it, people never leave my salon without beautiful lashes as well. Lashes and brows are probably two of the most important things, and like I said, they know no gender bounds. None of it should really, but these definitely don't. Like, we can use a brown mascara, like something that matches your brows a little bit more and won't look as dramatic. If that's what you prefer, you can pick. Do you want to do that? Okay. I'm gonna curl them. Just keep your eye open. I won't hurt you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, blink. Okay, and the other one, another 15, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Anyway, friend comes out of the shower, and it is indeed a dude, Liam. Oops. And the guy introduced himself. He says, "Hi, I'm Liam. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I use your shower?" And the girl, Danny? Her name is Danny. Danny, the girl, Daniela, is like, "You've been using my shower. Why?" Open and look up, okay? And husband and Liam explain what has been going on, which is that Liam is couch surfing and needed a place to like shower and stuff, but for some reason didn't stay at their house or anything, and husband promised he would not tell his wife about him so that he wasn't embarrassed, which is like a nice thing to do and everything, but you keep that from your wife that someone's coming into your house every day, and then you gaslight her. So when she's like, "Hey, what is this?" and you're like, "I don't know, crazy, you must be crazy." Wow. However, she is satisfied with this answer, apparently. And she's, fine with this. And she comes back and tells us, "Oh, thank God. Like, my husband actually has just had a friend over all the time who was showering in our apartment only when I wasn't there, who I've met only like one time before, and I didn't know they were close friends. This guy's been coming over, and I came home suddenly and the guy was there, and my husband was making both of them tea, and I'm glad to see everything is fine." Okay, I'm gonna like wipe your brows with a dry cotton pad, okay? And we all said we were really happy for her, which, like, we are and stuff. But then as she left, we're all just like, "Sweetie, he can still be cheating with you, but like with a man." Which is tragic on both ends. Like, if he's interested in men, primarily, and he's married, but like, that's still not cool to do to your wife. It's awful. And so messy. But she's still convinced that everything is fine, but we're like, "Sweetie, babe, he's cheating, man. I'm sorry." He was just like keeping secrets for this guy, and they've been showering and like whatever. He's been showering at his place and like keeping it total secret from you and stuff, and lying to you flat out to your face about it. Oh my God. But no one has the heart to tell her. Okay. Is that it? I don't want to miss anything. That numbing stuff should come off soon. Like, wear off soon. My apologies. I'm just gonna, where I had made the original marks sort of around, I'm gonna wipe that off with some Vaseline, if that's okay. I have Q-tips somewhere. obviously I have a lot of supplies, so it's kind of like hectic over here. There we go, Q-tips. Anyway, I would recommend you keep coming around, hearing the great gossip. Like I said, I will never, ever, ever gossip about you. Ever. Some of the other stylists, just some Vaseline, don't actually sort of have the same policy, and they'll gossip about their clients, and I think that's super fucked up. Just sort of around here, just, you know, making sure we don't have anything loose. It's just going to sink into your skin a lot, but mostly the marks that I myself made. Does that seem good? Yeah. Here's the clean end. Just wipe away the Vaseline. Okay, so that looks good. Your lashes are looking great too, and your brows look great. Like I said, when you will wash your face, it'll lighten up like it was when it was super temporary, okay? And then if I were you, just like, you can still use a little spoolie and just put it in order a little bit more in the morning if your brows get kind of crazy, you know, just shape them like, just like a quick swipe. It shouldn't take you more than that, like 5 seconds. And like 4 of those seconds are picking it up and putting it back down. Okay? Okay, in that case, I guess we're done. Do you want me to take your hair down, or do you want to just leave it up? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Don't want to leave you looking like messy haired. You can take the scrunchie if you'd like. I mean, I'm not going to use scrunchies on people. You can take the brow thing if you'd like, because I'm not going to reuse that on people. Oh, and the little razor. It's a really good thing, actually, just to shave your face around when you have, like, before you put makeup on. Sometimes your skin feels more dry than it is because you've got a lot of little hairs on it, even if it doesn't look like it. So, might as well take these. They're going in the trash otherwise. Okay, yeah. Right, in that case, we'll go get you checked out and paid up and everything. And I hope you like your brows. Let me know what you think, you know, now, or if they lighten up and everything. And I hope you come back sometime. I would love to do your nails, your makeup, whatever you'd like. Does that sound good? Okay, well, it's great to meet you. I hope I didn't overwhelm you with all the great gossip. I'll try to update you. If you come back, I'll find out what's happening with Melanie and her girl, because I can't wait to find out what happens there. Like, not that I want them to break up or anything, but I do want to know what's going to happen. I want to know, like, is Melanie going to give in? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's go get you checked out. Okay. Let's go.